Hey, what's up, fam? Before we get into the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. I'm really trying to get my subscriber list up. I greatly appreciate all those who come in and view what I have to say. Hopefully this information can help improve your business and take it to the next level. Everything that I say is just my opinion, and I hope that you like and you share this with others. All right. What's up, fam? This is Vic from Quick Cutz Premium Lawn Care here in Conyers, Georgia. And I am headed to my job. That's right, my job, my just over broke. If you've been following my channel, you know that I have a business partner who actually helps me with my organization of my lawn care business. I could not do it without him. He is pretty much the policy instructor, and he's overseeing it from a hands-on perspective. I pretty much see it a little bit more with the hands-off perspective. But what I want to talk about today is what do you need to do in order to avoid problems in your lawn care business? One of the things that I realized, that the thing that's most consistent about lawn care is inconsistent. And that's the truth. Lawn care is a business of changes, and you should be able to adapt to the changes. If you're coming to lawn care and you think it's going to be smooth sailing, please choose another business. But here's my thing. Anything dealing with business, I doubt if it's smooth sailing. I really doubt it. So one of the things that I realized, that you have to create policies and procedures for everything you do. In other words, in education, we call it rituals and routines. Anybody know anything about sports? It's called muscle memory. That means that you automatically do this because you have to do that. And one of the areas that I learned this year when it comes to my rituals and routines is learning how to sell more work. This year, I went out and put about a good $8,000 into every door direct mailers. I'll tell you right now, that was not the best return on my money. The reason why I say that is because I could have used that money other places, and I'm gonna tell you why. My policies now I have developed is, if I have any yards or any community, what I'm gonna do is make sure not to use the every door direct mailer. I'm gonna make sure that I actually go put flyers on their mailboxes. I know some of y'all say, hey, I don't touch a mailbox. Hey, whatever works for you in your area. If the mailman say, hey, don't touch it, don't touch it. But Georgia, I'm gonna say it again, I have not had a issue with me putting anything on the mailbox. Now, the reason why I like, and this is my policy, that I'm going to start putting flyers on the mailbox is because, number one, they got to look at it to take it off. 9 times out of 10, they're going to look at it and say, what is this? And that's all I need, is that what is this? And the rest of my presentation is pretty much flawless. I love my presentation when it comes to my flyers. So that's my policy. I am going to use my workers, because what I wind up doing early part of this year, I had to reduce the time of my workers in the beginning of the season. I couldn't work them 32 hours because I didn't have enough yards to work them all. But had I been smart, and I don't like to use the word smart, had I known what I know now, because that's what it's all about, learning what it is that you need to do. So now I know what I need to do is use the money that I was going to use for my every door direct mailer, which was about $8,000. I'm going to use that money to help put flyers out in the areas that I know that I have a lot of service density already, and then I build up that route. So it's going to be more direct on what it is that I need, because I already got clients in that area. And 2 for 1, I could give my guys more hours. So I can build that loyalty early in the beginning of them working, and then by the time it picks up, I know what I need to do. Now, also, my plan is to use, the policy is to have a salesperson. My partner, he is going to be the salesperson throughout the year, and I'm saying salesperson in the sense of hands-on. Like, I don't have a hands-on salesperson. I want him to be hands-on, meaning going to these areas, making sure these guys are putting these flyers out, making sure that we have that route density that we're really looking for. So that's one of the problems I'm going to solve for next year. That, let me tell you something, you find this stuff out if you're doing the work. And if you guys are out there hadn't started your lawn care business, I truly encourage you to start it. Don't sit around trying to figure it all out, because it's not going to be figured all out for you. This is some of the stuff that you got to learn by doing. So I learned that for myself in my area. Another thing that the problems I know I'm going to avoid next year, I am going to do more of a, not saying I won't do it, but I've learned that when you trying to hire somebody and you calling them on the phone and you hiring them on the phone, automatically they have already identified you as a person who's at need, and they may overlook you. And I had that happen already. I had people where I called them, asked them, could they start on Monday? They told me yes. Monday came, Monday gone, no call, no show, no respect. But then I didn't respect myself by not having them come in. Even if you don't have a lot of time, have them come in. And I found out to meet the guys at the end of their shift. Find out what time your guys gonna meet, especially my guys at the storage, what time they're gonna meet at the storage. And then at that point, what you do, have them come in, and 9 times out of 10, people who show up really wants to work. People who don't show up for your interview don't want to work. So I've weeded people out that way. I found out on the second go around, I said, you know what, I'm just gonna I'm gonna call everybody who, oh my goodness, all my fruit just went on the floor. I'm gonna eat it though. So all the guys that I know really wanted to work and put in or submitted a resume on Indeed, I called them. And I told them all to meet me face to face, just like I did at the beginning of the season. And guess what? Out of 10 people, you know I'm gonna get about 2 to 3 that are gonna meet you. And those 2 or 3 are really, really serious about working for you. Hire them. Now, what I've also learned is that when it comes to my hiring, I hire more people than I need. And I'll tell them, listen, your first 2 days are training. I want to see if you want to work. If you don't want to work, because I noticed people will quit within 2 to 3 days. So what happened is I give each person 2, somebody 3 days. The ones who quit, it balanced out my schedule, because like I said, I hire more people than I need. And also I'll tell my crew chief, hey, what do you think they did today? Now my brother thinking I'm asking him to give me or evaluate what type of worker he is all the way through. No, what I'm really saying is, did they say keywords like, man, woo, I don't know if I can do this. Hey, believe me, I done heard that before. And that's people's subtle ways of saying, I'm done. It's over with for me. So I'm taking that in consideration, and I'll go, okay, how about the other person? Oh, what they say? They say they loved it. Oh, if you're saying they love it, I don't care about the work as of yet. You know what I'm saying? We can fix the work, but it's the attitude that I realize that a lot of people have to, you have to look at. You have to look at the attitude when it comes to your workers. So I just wanted to drop those 2 things. I ain't want to talk a whole lot when it comes to what's going on. I do have some more stuff that I want to talk to you about, how my year is going. It's really my 2nd year in business and hiring people. My first year, I was out there myself, mostly solo, or my partner and I was both going at the same time. And I really don't consider that a true year of business. It was more like I I was just doing something. I was just cutting grass. I ain't have no idea, you know, where we are right now on the method of how we do things. Man, I wouldn't say light years away from our first year, but we definitely, when it comes to what it is that we know we need to do, are way past that. So my two jewels I'm going to drop: how to avoid problems or fix issues in your business. Is number one, really understand how you're going to make your money and try to come up with a person who is over sales, and you have to identify that area that is really giving you more of a return on your solicitation. Like, I have a few areas that I know that I get more hits than I do in any other area, and make those corrections. And then the other thing is, if you're trying to really grow your business, come up with a way of weeding out those people who pretty much it's not really trying to work. I'll go over to some of that in more details. I just didn't want to bore you with a long video. So cut on, lawn care family, cut on. I'm going back to work. I'm cutting out. Peace.